Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet VGC video. I'm your host Jose Rocks, and today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we're in is Regulation E. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Alright, welcome back everybody to video number 3. So today this is gonna be a little bit of a long one. So this is gonna be pretty much a grind for us, trying to reach rank number 1 and see can we get it. Stay tuned throughout the whole video. You know, there's a lot of great content in this video. There's a lot of great battles, and I truly showcase like the mastery behind using this team that I created. If you want to see the first set of battles where I introduce a team breakdown, as well as just a couple battles of me leading up to Master Ball, check out the 2 videos before this one. They both have Landorus on the cover. This is, like I said, this is gonna be the 3rd part in this set of 4 videos of compilation. So there is a runner code up at the top right, as well as a Pokepage down in the description below. And let me know with a comment if you guys like this type of content with me chasing rank number 1, and if this is something that you guys want to see more often. Let me know, because that's something that I don't mind, you know, doing and creating this type of content if it's something that, you know, that you all would like. And, you know, leave a like and subscribe, because I'm posting this type of content every single day. Sometimes I go a few days in between just to give the video some time to grow. Other than that, I'm always making content. So if you like consistent content creators that are always coming out with new teams and high level gameplay, then I suggest you go ahead and subscribe and leave a like for me so we can continue to grow the channel. But that's gonna be it. Let's get into these battles. All right, we are back after a little break, and we dropped a couple slots. Alright, so it's the Wolfie team. So every time we play this Weezing, we make Weezing completely useless by leading these 2. So I kind of want to keep that trend going. And then Iron Hands is really good into Roaring Moon. I think Urshifu is too. I actually think I want to leave Iron Hands. It's between Iron Hands and Arcanine. I got 26 seconds, so let's think about it. Iron Hands doesn't really want to go against Landorus. Either does Arcanine, but with the speed control from Bundle, Arcanine can move first. And Arcanine is decent into the Iron Hands. I think I'm willing to go Arcanine here. Also, Weezing being faster than Iron Hands and being able to just burn it, it's kind of not ideal. I want to make Weezing as useless as possible. Alright, so we can just easily double protect here, see what Flutter Mane locks into. There's usually choice specs on this set. This is a good lead into my bundle, though. For a player that's ranked 3000, he sure is thinking a lot. I can tell he's thinking. So maybe he just got into it late. There's the Fairy Tera. Okay. so I can go Icy Wind plus Poison Tera, Sludge Bomb. I kind of like that play. Ah, that's a good switch. Okay. Is it Wheezing? Overpower. Okay. Well, we still take out Overpower. This is I could have encored Iron Hands into Fake Out. But my Landorus is positioned pretty well here. And he can't tear an Iron Hand, so it's in yeah, I could have went for Encore there. Yeah, I think that was a better play. Alright, so well managed by my opponent thus far. He has his own Landorus. Okay. I wonder who does he see as more of a threat? I think that's a misplay on his part. Yeah, I think that's a misplay on his part. He just lost his Flutter Mane for free. Is it a Drain Punch here or a Wild Charge? Drain Punch, okay. So he does heal back somewhat. Landorus should be going after Iron Hands here. I mean, Landorus should be going after my Landorus here, right? So I'm gonna protect here. And I think my Urshifu is positioned well to help me win this game too. I just want the free damage onto Iron Hands, honestly. Yep. Now, Stomping Tantrum is going to be stronger next turn. Alright, so I think I need to go for a double protect, close combat, Iron Hands. I can still win without the double protect, but just making him waste a turn with Landorus helps, right? I do get the double protect, so that should win us the game. But you should always target this slot. Yep. And now I get a Wicked Blow plus Sucker Punch off. Nice. And now I'll go for a sub here. There's no need to go for a triple. We needed a little bit of luck with the double protect, but I think if he KOs me there, I get a free Wicked Blow here, right? And then he Stumping Tantrums me, probably brings me down to Sash since my defenses are dropped. And then I can Sucker Punch for the KO next turn. So I think we still could win either way. But this pretty much ensures us to win. Yeah. He's very worried about Landorus, but at that point, Landorus isn't doing any damage to him. Yeah, see, that would have been in Sucker Punch range. So we would have been good, because had he took out Landorus last turn, he would have just Stumping Tantrum me this turn. And as you see, I could have still, you know, hit him with another Wicked Blow. It doesn't even bring us a Sash though. Nice. But we had the luxury of having Sash, so we were always ensured, even if a crit, that we survived, right? Well played by my opponent though. And this is why you should never underestimate players, even if they're ranked in like the 3,000 or 2,000, because all it takes is you to make a bad play or them to make a really good read, and then you'll be in a bad spot and they can potentially run away with the game from there. And I think the turn that I went for Icy Wind Sludge Bomb, I could have just Encored Iron Hands into Fake Out and then just still Sludge Bomb that slot, and I still think that would have been enough to KO Ogerpon. I didn't need the Icy Wind chip, but you see my opponent was still in that game, and he literally didn't get to use his Flutter Mane because we double protected and it switched, and then it switched back in and got knocked out, and Ogerpon got knocked out on the switch in. So both of those got knocked out on the switch in, and he just with his Landorus alone and his Iron Hands, it was enough to help him almost win that game. And that shows you how good Iron Hands is, right? Like, it really can carry games if you can't remove it. But let's get into the next one. Alright, we have Chicken here. He has speed control. So when I see Tornadus, I immediately want to go Farigiraf, right? So he can't play the game the way he wants to. And I like Iron Hands here. I like my own Landorus because it's so good into his own Iron Hands. And Bundle threatens his Urshifu, his Ogerpon, and his Tornadus. Urshifu really only deals with Gordingo and it's between Urshifu and Iron Bundle. All of my Pokemon are good here though. But that's a good problem to have. Iron Bundle helps me outside of Trick Room. But I think I want to go with Urshifu. I think he won't get to play with Tailwind, and as long as like his Urshifu's not Scarf, then we probably pretty much outpace him without his Tornadus, right? There it is. Alright, so Urshifu could protect here. I don't want to risk it, and I don't want to burn my Terra, so I just Fake Out, play it safe. Yeah. So we could have read this. It's probably Gordingo, right? Ogerpon. That chip matters. I could have just Wild Charged Tornadus too. Alright, so go Hyper Voice here and I'll Wild Charge Overpower because Tornadus is not doing much here. Nice, and we get the KO. Perfect. Ooh, my Iron Hands is so strong. This is such a good Pokemon. I can't understand how good it is. Yeah, this is another big one. Yeah, he has done about 50% of my Iron Hands. But Iron Hands is still just clicking Wild Charge. There's his Iron Hands. Now he can Wild Charge me, but how many turns of Trick on my left? 3. Yeah, I mean, I think my Iron Hands just goes crazy on his whole team, and then I can just Wild Charge Urshifu. That should be on to Tornadus. Okay. Well, now we knock out Tornadus. Unless it has Protect. Oh, that was smart because we do underspeed his Iron Hands. But now we can just hit it with a Sludge Bomb. And I can put up a Substitute too. And we still haven't used our Tera. I want a Tera here, go for a Substitute. And I'm pretty sure you're Choice Scarf, because otherwise you would have maybe protected. Oh yeah, he cancels. He's definitely Choice Scarf. He knows he can't win from that point. So we get out of that game pretty quickly. Yep, so I Poison Tera just in the event he's not Choice Scarf. He survives Wild Charge and then goes for like a Surgeon Strikes into Landorus and underspeeds me. The Poison Tera assures me that I can survive that, get my sub up, and he should always be Drain Punching my Iron Hands with his own Iron Hands. But yeah, he's definitely Choice Scarf, so that's why he switched turn 1, and also why he just forfeited there because he can't detect. All right, well, let's get into the next one. I have John here, and he has... Okay, I told myself when I see a Alolan Ninetales, I'm gonna lead Iron Hands. He has Sinister to set up Trick Room. How good is Farigiraf here? Is Hyper Voice spam good? I mean, it hits everything but size the Empoleon. I really want to lead Arcanine. Yeah, I don't really like Farigiraf here. I feel like Arcanine is very threatening here. Oh, he got it. Oh, that's very bad for me. I totally forgot about the Empoleon. I didn't think he would need it. I should have. Farigiraf would have been okay here. If it has Fairy Tera, I mean, I can hit it with Landorus. So we do have the faster fake out, unless he's not going for fake out. Yeah, perfect. So he went all in on that play, so it's probably like a Hydro Pump. Yeah, and now you're in range of being KO'd. Alright, he should protect this next turn. So I kind of want to double his Iron Hand slot. Do I need Tera anywhere else? Poison Tera helps me against Ninetales, but I don't think he brought Ninetales. I think it's Sinister and Ogerpon in the back. I think my Arcanine is positioned really good here. So I'm gonna go for Grass Tera. This is to help me survive like a Flare Blitz. I mean, not a Flare Blitz, a Drain Punch. And not take too much damage from it. He should protect Empoleon here. Unless you're really willing to just give it up. Yeah, perfect. Now, just in case Iron Hand survives this, he doesn't get that much off of Drain Punch. Because he's intimidated, and now it's a neutral hit. Yeah, he should survive my Drain Punch. And this is so we can survive Drain Punch and not get KO'd because Flare Blitz is doing so much damage here. Oh, but he Drain Punched Iron Hand, so I didn't even need my Tera. Okay. Alright, well, we should just be picking up a double KO here. And we completely rendered his Empoleon useless, and that's why we have the speed on our Iron Hands, just so we can make that type of play. Now he can switch in Sinister here and heal up Empoleon. But I mean, if he just doesn't switch, then we just KO the Iron Hands. And I don't know if my Iron Hands is faster than his Empoleon, because I could go for Flare Blitz and Iron Hands and Drain Punch Empoleon. But if I'm not faster, then he can get an attack off, and I don't want this to attack. Okay. Oh, I think I Drain Punched that slot. Well, I mean, we're just gonna knock out Sinister here. Unless you're, yeah, he's hospitality. This should just KO. Yep. So Drain Punch still gets redirected into Iron Hands anyway. But he will survive this turn. But I mean, we're just gonna get a double knockout next turn. Well done, Arcanine. So we wasted our Tera, but I think that it was worth it just so Arcanine can keep clicking Flare Blitz. Like, you see, Flare Blitz was so good into his team. Yeah, so he can Drain Punch me back, but he should be in Drain Punch range. Yeah. I don't want to reveal Urshifu just yet. And there's a Pokemon. Yeah, so this could be a double KO if I just brought out Urshifu, but I didn't want to reveal it just yet. feel like he's gonna protect Empoleon again, but if I get this read wrong, I mean, if I get it wrong, he just goes for like a attack and breaks my sub. So I think this is worth it. Okay. Empoleon should be protecting here. The worst it can do is like chip down my Iron Hands. Oh, we just get a free Drain Punch to the slot. Yep. We just calling all the plays. Like, these are just losing plays that he's making. So free sub and a free Drain Punch to heal back up to 4 health. And again, Iron Hands is just incredible. Yeah. This Pokemon is so good. Yeah, he might just forfeit after this because he just gave us pretty much a free sub. I'm gonna Drain Punch. It could be Ghost Tera here. But I mean, we got Urshifu in the back. Yeah, I could have went for the read and clicked Wild Charge there. But I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, he tears this to Dragon. Okay, is that enough to survive? I don't think you take Earth Power, Sheer Force, Life Orb. Yeah, you still don't take it. Yeah. I thought he was gonna go for like a Ghost Tera just to get around the Drain Punch, but now you just lose. I mean, you can fake out my Iron Hands. You can't fake out the sub. So I just always have a free Earth Power until your Urshifu. And it's even weaker this turn because of the burn. Yeah, that's definitely in range. So he wasn't even Fairy Tera on the Empoleon. Just Dragon. This game should be over though. He fakes out there, but I'm not targeting Iron Hands. So again, we're just keeping his sweepers from playing the game. Just like in the last game and the game before that, like a lot of my opponents' Mons are not able to play the game against us, right? Because we just put on so much pressure with both our slots. They have to protect and switch and Terra, and they're just not getting any value out of it. This Landorus is incredible, though. Nice. This team is so fun, and I'm seeing like you guys can be playing with this team too, doing the same thing I'm doing. Just use that rental code because this team is incredibly strong, and I'm very happy with it. All right, let's get into the next one. All right, we are ranked 90, top 100. Rank number 11. All right, let's get this win. They have a Thundurus. So we already know that's gonna have some shenanigans. This team doesn't like Trick Room, but if he leaves Chi-Yu Flutter and he has Ghost Tera, is that enough to just remove Farigiraf or like a Moonblast? think it might be. I think he falls to Trick Room. And if he one-shots my... If he one-shots my Farigiraf, then I get Iron Bundle in next turn. It may have been the correct to go Iron Bundle Arcanine. And my Iron Hands is positioned really good here. Speed. So I want to Tera here, fake out. That's a decent switch. Alright, so he didn't get to U-turn out, which is perfect. He's gonna want to switch out at Landorus next turn, though. So I want to go for Hyper Voice here and Wild Charge Chiyu. Landorus should switch. Chiyu, if it's gonna switch, oh, he didn't even switch. That's a good play, because I could just took his Chiyu. That's not good. Did he go for a pulse here? It's a bulkier Chiyu. Good shot. And is he also a U-turn? Oh. Did not expect that. Chiyu could Tera here. And it could switch into Flutter. I think I'm just gonna Wicked Blow this slot. He didn't Tera. Alright, Wicked Blow should still get the KO here. Oh, he's slower than me. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, there was no way me getting around that play, man. This is a bulky, slow Chiyu with Will-O-Wisp and Snarl. That's a pretty cool set, because if it was just an offensive Chiyu, this game probably would have been over. I wish I had just clicked Drain Punch into Chi Yu and then try to go for like an advanced read. We still haven't even seen his last yet. But at this point, we just need chip damage. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2. I want to Hyper Voice here and Detect. If he missed that Will-O-Wisp, we would have been in a really good spot too. I can't believe he has Will-O-Wisp on Chi Yu. I did a decent amount of damage. Oh, he read me protecting Urshifu. Well played. Well played. I think I have to go for a double here, right? Because I need Urshifu's damage. Yeah, I think it's worth going for it. And we don't get it. I could have went for Wicked Blow there. It's just I didn't get anything out of my Urshifu, so it's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think I can win from this position. Maybe a freeze dry crit. If I just Wicked Blow there, I could have Icy Wind here and KO'd. Okay, well played. Alright, let's get into the next one. Alright, so we want to play this the same way we play all the other Tornadus teams, but they always lead Tornadus. I think Urshifu's valuable in the back, and I actually like Landorus here. Landorus hits 4 of his mons for super effective. And Arcanine is really good into all of them except the Ogerpon. I'm gonna bring Urshifu though. That Focus Sash is just too good and too reliable to not have. Like, just a single Wicked Blow just does so much damage. So I figured it'd be Chi-Yu plus Tornadus. Chi-Yu's gonna Tera here, so I'm gonna Wild Charge Tornadus and Tera Trickle. I'd be surprised if Chi-Yu doesn't Tera here. So it might be a Sunny Day plus Overheat into Farigiraf. A Fire Tera with Sunny Day is threatening so much damage here. There's a Tera. I'm hoping it's Ghost Tera though. I'd rather see Ghost Tera than Fire Tera. Perfect. So that severely reduces the amount of damage that he can go for. It should be a Sunny Day here. Choice specs. Oh, he just wants to go after that slide. Okay. Very well played. Very well played. Alright, there's Rillaboom. Rillaboom is still not taking this well. Now, is his Tornadus max speed? Is it faster than my Urshifu? But it is faster than Urshifu in the Trick Room. Alright, so I want to Sucker Punch Rilla and Psychic Tornadus. We may be able to get a double KO here. I'm at +1, and we have a lot of special attack investment. I expect this to be able to KO Tornadus. Alright, Rillaboom's down. We really need this to KO. Nice. Alright, and I think Chi-Yu is choice locked. So we can probably Sucker Punch that slot. And his Flutter Mane's the last. Okay. Alright, so now our Psychic is doing even more damage. I'm hoping Chi-Yu is choice locked, and then because that Overheat did a lot. Yeah, it's choice locked. Perfect. And now my Landorus should be able to beat Flutter because it's not a special attack nature Flutter, it's a speed boosting Flutter, so it's doing less damage. Ooh, Farigiraf does so much damage. Oh my god. Yeah. Now he did not wipe out my Iron Hands turn 1, but Farigiraf was really the carry here. It does so much more damage than what people are expecting it to do. I'm gonna go for sub here just in case he just goes for the obvious protect and then tries to, because what he could do is like get a double dazzling crit gleam, dazzling gleam crit, pretty much double crit on his dazzling gleam the next turn at the trickling over. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So he protects here, trickle ends, and then next turn he gets a double KO with dazzling gleam with double crit. So we want to play around that. So we're just gonna go ahead and put the sub up. And now it's guaranteed win. Plus with the special defense drop, even if he crits Farigiraf and KOs it, Earth Power always KOs here. Yep, gets his speed back. But yeah, that's pretty much a wrap since we got that sub up. Yep, and that doesn't even KO. Nice. So game over. Well played by my opponent, but we get our win back. That was a pretty fun game. It does suck to get like your Iron Hands wiped out turn 1 by like a Chi-Yu, but if he misses that overheat, then we're even in an even better spot because then we KO Tornadus, right? And then we don't have to worry about taking so much damage onto Urshifu. But we were still able to close out that game, and the fact that it wasn't Specs Lock was really good for us because that Sucker Punch, it could have protected there and then Dazzling Gleam, but I still think we were positioned to win this game even without the Urshifu at the end with the Sucker Punch. But let's get into the next one. Alright, so we have a hard Trick Room team here. So I kind of want to lead Arcanine Farigiraf. This is such a volatile because he can lead Armor Rouge. And he could actually just not click Trick Room. Urshifu is always good because of the Dark Tera. What if I just leave Rock Slide plus Urshifu? And he can get guaranteed Trick Room up with Wide Guard plus Fairy Tera and DD, right? So I don't want to go with that. I think the sub is valuable because I think that's definitely Dark Urshifu. It's a tough team. We know they want to get Trick Room up, but what can we do to deny it? And he could be like fast Armor Rouge because since he does have that Urshifu, if it's a Water Urshifu, then he might have that flip turn set. Ursaluna, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna Tera Arcanine here. Flare Blitz. Indeedee. And Hyper Voice. That should be enough to get the KO, because he led here baiting that I can't go for an offensive attack. It might not even go, because like Imprison just completely ruins him, right? But we don't have Imprison here, so we want to kind of go for the aggressive turn. Alright, so he doesn't Tera, so I could have just knocked out Ursaluna there. Right, but Hyper Voice is going to get the KO here. He doesn't get Trick Room up. He may go for a Swords Dance here, but it's fine because Trick Room's not up. And now my Farigiraf is doing so much damage with Psychic. Oh, okay. It's even better because now I'm bringing in Urshifu here. Oh, I can't choose. Alright, that's fine. Urshifu would have been better. Roars to get rid. That's a cool tech. So pretty much when you try to leave Farigiraf and go for Imprison to stop Indeedee, Indeedee can still get Trick Room up because Trick Room moves after Roar. So he would have been able to roar out my Farigiraf and then still set up Trick Room. Yeah, but now he's in trouble. And even if he goes for Fire Tera, this covers for that. If he goes for Steel Tera, I mean, he shouldn't go for Steel Tera. It should be Fire, right? Yep. But now we still just knock out because we quick Earth Power. That might just one shot. See you later. And this is what you can do to these hard Trick Room teams. When they can't get Trick Room up, they literally just fall to you. Yeah, now he's gonna faint after the burn chip. And we even survive with the little bit of bulk that I have on Landorus. We're able to survive. And see, now it's a 3v1. But we have Urshifu in the back with Sash, so I don't think he has anything that can deal with that. And he already uses Tera and it's Armor Rouge. I think he could have brought in Armor Rouge last turn, went for Tera into like a Grass. And as long as he's Flash Fire, then I can't hit him with a Flare Blitz. He could have got Trick Room up that way. But now we're just going to switch. We're actually going to switch back into Farigiraf. That way Urshifu Sash doesn't get broken by like a Heat Wave. Because he could go for Heat Wave here. And then we're just going to Earth Power. But that's going to be game. Close game. I mean, close as far as like Trick Room going up could have been like really scary for us. But Arcanine was insane there. I think that's a really cool tech. The only downside is that when you're going for Roar, you're leaving Ursaluna vulnerable for just getting knocked out, right? Because, like, what if I just went Grass Tera, Tera Blast into Ursaluna and then Imprison Trick Room? Then you would have just been stuck. But I don't have that. But just saying, that's a play that could have been there, you know? But let's get into the next one. Alright, so we have Dondozo here. It's pretty scary. And Torkoal Lilligant. Ursaluna and Cress. So I kind of want to lead Iron Hands Arcanine, Urshifu in the back, and Bundle. I think this does the best against what he's trying to bring. Trick Room could be scary. Torkoal Lilligant on lead is also pretty threatening. But I have the fake out pressure with Iron Hands. And I have the Grass Tera with Arcanine. It is Lilligant Torkoal, okay. Alright, now would you be Ghost Tera? I really don't need to lose Iron Hands here. Or take too much damage. I'm hoping to not see a Tera here. Alright, so that's switching into what? Crest. Okay. I mean, Crest is taking so much damage in the sun to a Flare Blitz. Ah, it is Ghost Tera. So I could have Terra'd there. My Arcanine. Oh, that's not good. Assuming Lilligant is so tricky, man. Well, at least we know he didn't bring down Dozo. Oh, he just went for Solar Blade. That's actually the best possible turn. He is Focus Sash. I'm gonna try to Flare Blitz Crest. And Wild Charge. I don't want to give him the free switching. Crit didn't matter. I think it might have still KO'd anyway. So he's gonna be able to get his Ursaluna in soon. Does he have Ally Switch here? Did I Wild Charge that slot? Yeah, I did. Man, he might be Rocky Helmet here too. It's so risky to click close combat into that slot though. don't see a way to get out of this. There's too many turns of Trick Room left. Bundle was absolutely useless for me. I needed to bring Farigiraf just so we couldn't go for Trick Room stuff. Two turns left. I don't even think a crit sucker punch will KO on Torko. Yeah, it did about 50 though. If he went for Heat Wave here, he couldn't miss. That's smart because it's just guaranteed. This is well played. And once Trick Room went up, like, it's not much we can do. We beat the last team, but it just depends on how we start the game. Lilligant is very powerful right now. Because of like just the versatility, like is it gonna go for Sleep Powder? Is it gonna go for After You? Is it gonna go for a close combat into my Arcanine? Is it gonna go for Ghost Tera? Like it's just so it went for the worst thing on turn one, but we wasn't able to capitalize off that. Let's get to the next one. Alright, we're going against Alex VGC. Another Trick Room Ursaluna team. So last time I made the mistake of not bringing Farigiraf. I'm not going to do that again. Iron Bundle is so good offensively here if I can stop Trick Room from going up. Iron Hands really doesn't look that good here into what my opponent has. kind of just want to go for Hyper Voice and Tera Wicked Blow. I mean, he could knock me out before I can move. I think I'll just Detect here. It might be a little passive, but I kind of want to see what he's going to do. Because he could go for like U-turn, Water Tera, and Ivy Cudgel into my Urshifu to try to remove it. And you could also do the same thing into Farigiraf, actually. Ah man, that was a free Wicked Blow into whatever's coming in. It wouldn't have mattered. Okay, it's on hands. So we stop him from U-turning out though, which is good. So this is actually perfect because I can go for Psychic plus Close Combat into Iron Hands. That may be enough to KO it. And we have Iron Bundle in the back, so we're really not worried about Landorus at all. There's U-turn. Perfect, he didn't Tera. I'm actually at -1 with my close combat now that I think about it. It's gonna be close. There's Overcon. Yeah, it's very close. I don't think we get it though, so I think I may lose Urshifu here. Oh, he's actually faster than me. Okay. Oh, it is enough to KO. Oh, it's a crit. That's a huge crit because that just opens the door for Iron Bundle now. Alright, let's land this again. Alright, so we threaten a one-hit KO on both. I think if anything's gonna Tera, it's gonna be Overprime. Like a Grass Tera plus a Grass move. So what is this back? It can't be Crest, right? So it's either Ursaluna or Enamorous. I would say if you're not gonna bring Crest, you're probably not gonna bring Ursaluna. So I think it's Enamorous. I want to click Hyper Voice and Protect. Yeah. It's. I mean, they're both. It is Crest. I expect like a Horn Leech onto Iron Bundle. Yep. So we get a little bit of chip here. Psychic would have been better there. Oh, another crit. Yeah, he's definitely in range now. I mean, you can set up Trick Room, but then, yeah, I mean, you set up Trick Room, but Farigiraf just outspeeds everything. guess that was a good play. But now I'm just gonna encore you into that. So now you can't click anything but Spiky Shield. And he can't set up Trick Room because Farigiraf is just sitting here. What are we gonna do? Are you anticipating the... I mean, if you switch out, then Landorus still just takes a lot of damage. Yeah, okay, perfect. Alright, perfect. Spiky Shield fails. Another Lunar. Freeze Dry, Crest. Yeah, this game is dragging on a little bit. Because Crest just gonna keep clicking Lunar Blessing. And it has Citrus Berry, so it's probably going back to 4 right now. But now I gotta Freeze Dry into Ogerpon. And if he switches, then Landorus goes down. Oh, you just... even better. Even better. And it fails perfect. Even better. Like, I feel like you could have sacked Lando there and to break the Encore lock. But he didn't want to risk it. Yeah, now it's just a double KO. The Crest doesn't have enough Luna. It can't heal and deal damage, so this is pretty much a wrap. That crit onto Iron Hands definitely mattered, because Iron Hands was very strong into my team. Yep, and then we get a battle cancel. Nice. Okay. I kind of want to... I gotta think a little bit harder about how I'm playing these Trick Room teams. Because he didn't even bring Ursaluna there, but I feel like Ursaluna is just really good right now. Alright, let's get into the next one. Alright, so this is a pretty cool team. The two off-meta picks that have shown to be good with Salamence and Tyranitar. He has the NDD plus Grimmsnarl, which is strange because Grimmsnarl wants to go for like Parting Shot. Then it has Melodic and Gastrodon. So my opponent team looks like it can't deal that much damage. We have the surprise Grass Tera on Arcanine. Iron Bundle looks really good here too. I want to go like this. Urshifu, crit through screens, and Landorus. Arcanine's okay here, but Melodic can be really good if we activate competitive, and I really don't want to activate it. But Grass Tera Blast is actually, this is probably the game for it. If you were gonna switch, what would you switch into? So I'm gonna Encore Grimmsnarl until whatever it's going for. Should be a screen here. I'm not sure why you're going for that, but okay. So I can freeze dry and drain punch. There's nothing that he has in the back that can take this double up except Indeedee. And would you really just reset your Misty Terrain? Why did you set Misty Terrain up? I'm not trying to go for any hypnosis or status conditions. And Iron Hands and Iron Bundle don't really get any status conditions to my knowledge, right? I mean, I guess a freeze. But nobody's really fishing for a freeze when they can just one-shot you. If Tyranitar comes in here, it goes down. So he made double switch. Melodic, okay. I mean, that wasn't taking a freeze dry in that slot either. Right. I think it's Tyranitar here. But Gastrodon can't take this either. Okay, so we just remove Gastrodon. And if we one-shot it, then we can just get free damage onto Melodic. Yeah, my opponent is poorly positioned against Encore Iron Bundle. I don't know why he went for Misty Terrain though. That's very bulky. What? Oh yeah, he's got to be like a coil set or something. That did no damage. What? Okay, so this game's not over. I thought that might do like 40%. Like that did about like 15%. Okay, so there's Grim. I'm gonna freeze dry here and heavy slam Grim. That's a good play. I could have protected there. Oh, I'm intimidated. That's why. I just remembered that. A freeze. We can't freeze it because of the Misty Terrain. I mean, I'm just gonna switch Iron Hands out. Like, I don't really need. I mean, I'm at -3, so I'm not doing any damage. We're not bringing it back though. I think Salamash should Tera. I'm gonna go for Freeze Dry, switch out to Urshifu. I don't want to take a Chilling Water onto my Landorus. So now my Landorus can hit that for super effective. Not too much damage. Like this. I really want to get rid of Melodic. So I'm going to go for Freeze Dry. And Dark Tera, Wicked Blow. Yeah, we need to remove this, and then my Landorus, if Iron Bundle survives, all I got to do is Icy Wind, and then Landorus just beats Salamence. He got me with the parting shot, though. He would have been in a bad spot had I mean, Heavy Slam, I'm at -1 at that point, so he wouldn't have got the tail anyway. Let's see if his Salamence is faster. Oh, it's not. Perfect. Because I was going to say he could, like, potentially Air Slash me and get a flinch. We should survive, though, since we tailed. Nice. And we're faster, so he has no way to get around this close combat. I guess he could put up Reflect, but if you go for Reflect, I'm just going to Encore you into that. And it's good that we're faster, because now we know. Smart. That's a smart play, because Grim can deal decent damage to these two. But Grim can't beat everything by itself with just Spirit Break. Spirit Break is really good into my team because it drops Iron Bundle's special attack, it drops Landorus special attack, it hits Urshifu for super effective, it hits Iron Hands for super effective. So Urshifu is just too good here. And reset the special attack drop, fake out here, and then we just go for Sludge Bomb plus Heavy Slam. We kind of just made Grim useless. I really don't understand the Misty Terrain play though. He's not screens, right? Because he had Misty Terrain plus Parting Shot. So I wonder what his other attack is. Another crit. And that's gonna wrap it up. Yeah, as soon as he teared into steel, this game was pretty much lost due to the fact that Urshifu outsped it, and that definitely means that my Landorus outspeeds too. So interesting game, very interesting. So we're getting higher, but let's keep going. All right, 44. All right, so we have Simone here, another Ninetales team. So I'm gonna go with Iron Hands. If I lead this, he leads King Gambit. That positions King Gambit, right? If I lead this, he can protect and deal damage with like Ninetales, threaten it. If I lead this, I'm kind of forced to Tera. So I think the only other thing that makes sense is bundle here. Urshifu in the back to help me out with Sinister. And Landorus because he has so many things that are weak to Earth Power. Farigiraf, not really that good into the Gambit or the Sinister or the Heat Train. Plus the screen's going up. And Arcanine really only hits Sinister, King Gambit, and Ninetales. But King Gambit and Sinister are most likely to Tera. And we don't want to give King Gambit a +1. So I think I brought the right 4. And I think I brought the correct 4 in the right order. So we'll see how we are able to play this. Perfect. So it's Landorus. Landorus is going to want to switch into Heat Train. Alright, look. If he switches into Heat Train, I'm -1, so it should take the Drain Punch fairly well. But I think if I can position Urshifu well, I'll be in an even better spot. So I'll just freeze dry, but it's gonna switch here. Yeah. And I'll heavy slam that slow. Oh, it's Iron Hands. More Protector than Encore Iron Hands. Oh, that's a good switch. Alright, now's the time for me to go into my Landorus. And I'm gonna... Let's see if he went for Fake Out here. Oh, he didn't go for Fake Out. Why didn't I should have Tera bundle here, right? Because what else am I gonna Tera? Oh, you have Protect on that slot. Alright, we do survive though. Landorus definitely is going to switch here, so I'm going to Earth Power and Freeze Dry this slot. I don't see any world where Landorus stays in here. And luckily, due to the snow he set up, we were able to survive on Bundle. Because of the defensive boost. Alright, so there's a switch, should be Ninetales. So he shouldn't survive this double up. That's very bulky. It does survive. I could have still Ghost Tera there. Ghost Tera was perfect. I placed my moves too fast, and that's on me. Because Iron Bundle was really positioned very well to win this game for me. I'm gonna Tera. No, I don't need to Tera because I become weak to Landorus. If Ninetales Tera's in the Ghost tier, I think I gotta risk it. Okay, he didn't. He was faster because he could have went for a Blizzard there. That's crazy. But now we just get a double KO. Snow stops. Whirlwind wears off. Here's Heat Train. I'm gonna double protect here and see what my opponent goes for. What he tears into. He should lock in the stumping. Would he? I wonder would he lock in the stumping tantrum when I got Landorus? Well, he's not. He can protect, so he's not locked in the stumping tantrum. What's the downside to this? I should be faster than Landorus. Oh, he cancels. Let's go. I think he saw the writing on the wall. So what I was gonna do there was Wicked Blow, knock out Landorus, and then just Sludge Bomb Heat Train. It should be able to. It shouldn't be able to win from that point. And since he wasn't Choice Scarf, Landorus even at well, if it was Jolly max speed Lando, then without Scarf, then he could outspell my Urshifu. But I don't think, like, why would you, if you're gonna run like a Protect on Landorus, you want it to be bulky, why would you just still go Jolly? If you want a fast Landorus, then just use Choice Scarf, right? So I felt pretty confident that I would outspeed him, knock it out, and then he can knock out my Urshifu, or if he goes from Magma Storm into Landorus, then we just knock out Heat Train next turn after he gets hit with the Sludge Bomb, which I expected to survive with maybe like 20-30%, and then we just KO it the next turn. So I felt pretty good about that, but let's get into the next one. Ooh, rank 22. Nice. Alright, I have another Trick Room Core. Crest and Flutterman are the ones that are going to set it up. So I think Farigiraf Arcanine can threaten here. Urshifu to help me remove the Cresselia in game, and I think I'll go Iron Hands. Landorus is good here. I'm debating on on Iron Hands and Landorus. They're both good. I think I'm just gonna go with this. I think the fake out could potentially help me. Alright, so he's not even going for triple. Alright, perfect. We're getting Intimidate off immediately. Just gonna go for Hyper Voice, Tera. Tera Blast, Urshifu. Let's try to get rid of her. I wonder if it feels threatened here enough to protect her Tera here. But I'm just going to go for it because lately I've been playing against Urshifu. They've been playing very aggressive and just going on the attack. So my opponent had no intention of even setting up Trick Room right now. So he doesn't switch. Does he protect or does he Tera? He doesn't Tera. He doesn't protect. Perfect. Alright, and Farigiraf should get to finish it off. So he just wants to deal damage to my Farigiraf. Farigiraf is slower than both of them. So he wants to remove Farigiraf because Farigiraf is pressuring with the Trick Room reversal. Alright, Flutter Mane. Speed, perfect. I don't mind seeing speed here. I'm gonna try to knock out this Flutter Mane here. Is that Iron Hands going for a Tera? Oh, it's Flutter. Alright, I mean, I don't think a Moonblast or a Dazzle knocks out my Arcanine. Yeah, that's not knocking out Arcanine. Oh, Farigiraf, funny enough, survives. Nice, and that's a one-hit KO. Alright, so here's Tera, Grass, Tera Blast, Arcanine, Choice Band. Very strong. It's just Drain Punch. Perfect. Alright, so now Urshifu's gonna come out here because it might be Crest or Torkoal in the back. That's Among Us. Okay, so I want to go into Flare Blitz actually. Alright, this gives me a chance to fake out next turn too. And you should never be clicking Spore into the Arcanine slot. And I think at this point we just need to try to get Among Us off the field and leave Iron Hands by itself. Alright. Tell me that you... What is Among Us going for? Did you Spore into that slot? Oh, he did. That's a very good play. Alright, so that kind of keeps him in this game. I can't wake up at any time, though. Well, that doesn't even do 50%. So I really just need to take out his Iron Hands is at -2. Among Us may protect here, but that gives my Iron Hands time to wake up. That was a good play by him, sporing the Arcanine slot, assuming that I'm going to switch it out. That was a very good play. Yeah, he doesn't protect the move, it's perfect. We may lose Arcanine here, but he's at -2. And all I need to do is just wake up. And I do wake up, perfect. So he's gonna be doing less than me, so. So I should be able to win this. He's at -2, I'm at neutral, and we already have the health advantage. And we're faster. So it favors me. Drain Punch is doing a lot of damage there. Yeah, he's not doing nearly enough. And he just cancels. He's not even gonna go for the crit. I was in a similar situation a couple videos ago where we had Iron Hands in game, and they had the advantage with Aurora Veil up as well, but I got a crit and I was able to win it due to the crit. So sometimes you gotta play to your outs, but I guess they felt like it was too unlikely. Alright, let's get into the next one. Alrighty, so there's a King Gambit. There's Salamence, Heatran, Iron Hands, Fluttermane, and Abomasnow. I'm not sure. This team looks pretty like Regulation E, except for like the Abomasnow. I wonder what it does there. Funny enough, it does have a good matchup into my Landorus. I mean, I can't Sludge Bomb it though. I mean, I'm just gonna leave Bundle because Bundle just looks great here. I think Salamence always comes out on lead. I want to put on some pressure with Landorus. Urshifu in the back is good with close combat, which is very threatening to 3 of his mons, and Arcanine is kind of good here. But Iron Hands just walls King Gambit, which is valuable. I like Iron Hands here too. So it is Obama Snow. I think I want to freeze dry Tera, Sludge Bomb, Obama Snow. I don't want him to get a Royal Bell up. And unless Flutter Mane Terras, it shouldn't be able to one-hit KO bundle. And damage to my Landorus looks good here, right? So I expected to go for Dazzling Gleam. It looks like he's not going for a Terry. Oh, even better. This is just a free KO on some Obama Snow. Nice. The Sludge Bomb should finish it. Tera is so good for this Lander. It's like being able to get stab on Sludge Bomb now, and it do relative like actually does the same as like Earth Power would do, right? They're both 90 base power. Alright, so you can fake out here. I'm gonna just double protect and then encore you. I could encore Flutter into protect. Alright, there's Tera, perfect. So we bait out Tera and we're baiting out fake out. So Shadow Ball. Wild Charge. Oh, he doubled that slot. It's good that he didn't go for fake out though for him. I mean, now your Iron Hands is weak to my Iron Hands, right? So I want to Icy Wind here. And just Earth Power. I just need to get them in range because they're both in range of like Wicked Blow. Yep, Wicked Blow plus Wild Charge in the back. That should be a Wild Charge range. Alright, you split his damage. We do survive with 2. Special attack drop is not that good. Okay, he doubled that slot. Alright, so Wicked Blow threatens Flutter Mane. But Iron Hands threatens his Iron Hands with Wild Charge. I think Flutter Mane's gonna play defensive here. While he drain punches this slot. And he could have Salamence in the back or Heatran. Or even King Gambit is a good switch in there, so I'm actually gonna Wicked Blow Earth Power this slot. I think Flutter Mane switches are yep. So this is a free KO. So we're making the right calls. I had a feeling that he wanted to play a little bit. The turn 1 protect made me feel like he was gonna protect his Flutter Mane. And now he gets the speed reset. But he did, while that is a free switch in, It depends on if his Salamence outspeeds me, right? I think my Iron Heads can beat his Salamence, so I want to go after the Flutter if I can. Sludge Bomb, because the poison can take it out. Oh, he went after that slot, so this is a free KO. And we are faster than Salamence. Okay, well, Wicked Blow is going to pick that up. And we're faster than Salamence with both, so it's beautiful. And if you KO Landorus here, I get a free Wicked Blow fake out until Salamence. Oh yeah, okay. Perfect. I actually like that KO because now I get a free fake out plus Wicked Blow. Yeah, I have no idea why the Abomasnow's on this team. The other pieces look good, just Abomasnow kind of like it's just pretty much a free KO. But yeah, so this is a free Wicked Blow, fake out, and then we just Wicked Blow you again. That should be game. And this is just another game to showcase how good Landorus is. Like, we really just showed out with it. Alright. So I'm going to actually Sucker Punch it. Because I don't know if we were speed time. It looks like I outsped him twice, but just... I don't think it matters because I have Iron Hand still here. So I think we wrap this up anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bulkier Salamence with Rocky Helmet, so it doesn't really have that much speed investment. But I think Salamence, you should always benchmark it to outspeed at least like base 100s. Because that's a relevant speed tier. Outspeeding Chi-Yu, outspeeding Urshifu, outspeeding Landorus without Scarf is very valuable in this format. If you have a mon like Ogerpon or Salamence that is above base 100 and you do want to make it bulky, always at least try to make it outspeed at least at the minimum speed creep base 100s. Because that is very good speed tier to hit in this format. But let's get into the next one. Rank 12. Alright, we're going up against Paris. Now, this is actually one of my friends, so it's funny to see him kind of in my way with the Gothitelle. So he always has, that's his favorite mon, so it's fun to see it here. But he really doesn't like Urshifu, and look what we have here. So my Urshifu looks great into his team. The Farigiraf kind of stops him from doing what he wants to do. This team looks very similar to the team that I featured at the beginning of last season. Except I had Chandelier instead of the Heatran, and I had the Dragonite instead of the Landorus. I actually think my bundle is great here. Yeah, I think I'll bring Iron Hands too. I want to bring Lando. But the Urshifu spooks me a little bit. And I know he has fake out with Gothitelle and Rillaboom, and I kind of want to shut it down with Farigiraf. Alright, so Landorus may want to U-turn or just hard switch in the Heatran. So I'm going for straight Hyper Voice plus Freeze Dry. Let's see what you got, Parrish. Alright, so there's a switch. We knew that was coming. Heat Train? Yeah. Sometimes I wish I did have Hydro Pump on Flood Bundle. Are you going into water today? Of course he's not. Water Tera. Okay. Alright, and he's Choice Scarf. Right? Because why else would you have U-turn there? So that means your Landorus isn't Choice Scarf. My Landorus would have been so well positioned here had I brought it. This play is iffy, because I could have just went for Helping Hand Freeze Dry there. But I do want to drop the Speed Tears. Oh wow, he's continuing to go for U-turn. Alright, so my Urshifu is threatening everything, right? But Landorus is going to come in here. But I need to figure out which slot. I think he's going to come in on the Heatran slot. He didn't even bring him in. Okay. A Heat Wave miss here would be good for me. Yeah, Steel Terror Urshifu is really good here. I should have brought Landorus here. I can't just give up Urshifu like that as much as I want to. The Protect here is kind of obvious. Yeah, but he would have just KO'd me there. Oh, I didn't Tera though. Oh, perfect. We do outspeed Heatran. Terrain, if terrain expired here, that would be perfect. I really want Dark Tera Sucker Punch to KO Rillaboom here. Boy. I need this to KO. Oh, it's not even close. Oh, well played. Leave it to Paris to be able to beat him. Well played, Paris. Yeah, and that does 50%, so this game's a wrap. Yeah, I should have brought Landorus. Landorus would have been perfect here. Iron Hands ended up not being able to do anything for me. Well played. All right, let's get into the next one. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, if I brought Landorus there, it would have just won me the game. Like, he brought so many, like, Earth Power into everything, Sludge Bomb, and into his Landorus, I could have just beat it with my Urshifu or my bundle. Alright, so we have Tornadus here. So let's go Farigiraf. The Fluttermane and Chi-Yu lead is scary. He has a lot of special attackers. Go more Iron Bundle and Iron Hands. I think Iron Hands is okay at lead, Arcanine, and I really want to leave Landorus again. Yeah, because of the bundle. And I'm looking to Tera Iron Hands here. Trick Room here, and just straight up wild charge this slot. I mean, Iron Bundle is not really pressuring anything. Iron Bundle is good when it's pressuring you with super effective damage, or forcing you, like, Encore you, right? So it just goes for straight Hydro. What? Wow, that did so much damage. Excuse me, I spoke too soon. I spoke just a little bit too soon. I should have just faked out Bundle because his team just loses. His team straight up loses to Trick Room. Wow. He brought nothing to stop Trick Room. Wow, you didn't even go for Dazzle. Wow, that's gotta be choice specs. That's a 4 times resist. I feel like you shouldn't switch Chi-Yu out here. Oh, he really went for the switch too. Oh my god. I could have just close combated that slide. I was so tempted to do it. Alright. So we're still in the game here because I got Focus Sash. I mean, I have Focus Sash on Urshifu. So I can E-speed the Chi-Yu because that's definitely choice specs. There's no way Overheat does that. It's with a 4x resist with no sun up. So your choice specs. So I E-speed you, guaranteed KO, and just close combat bundle. Do you have Encore here? It's just crazy because you can miss these Hydro Pumps. But Urshifu was clutch here for us. This is a scary game. Nice, but we get the win. I can't believe my opponent just had no answer to Trick Room. Like, a Hydro Pump? That was definitely a scary game, but Urshifu ended up not even taking any damage, so we protected it well. The switch in was perfect. My opponent was playing in a way that was kind of predictable, though. It's just crazy. He didn't try to stop like anything that can immediately like lose him the game. But let's get into the next one. All right, back to 15. Okay, so we have Basket Legion with Tornadus. So are you Rain Dance? There's Ogerpon, Chi-Yu, Iron Hands, and Fluttermane. So we know for a fact that Tornadus and Iron Hands are coming. So we know 2 of the 4. Because you need Tornadus so my bundle just doesn't outspeed everything. And you need Iron Hands in the event that I go for the Trick Room mode. I think Iron Hands, he doesn't have Intimidate, so Iron Hands plus Farigiraf. I want to say Tornadus, my Landorus, because of his Iron Hands and Bundle in the end game. Alright, we just need to conserve our Trick Room properly. Cool hat. Tornadus Flutter. Alright, would you go for Sunny Day plus Fairy Tera Moonblast? Is that enough to knock out Farigiraf? I think Flutter goes for a Tera here. So I'm gonna fake it out and trick him. I don't know. I got this feeling that I didn't go for Tera. Okay, so I look kind of goofy going for that there. Rain Dance. Oh, it's in prison. I could have knocked out Flutter. I'm pretty sure it's not even Sash. Oh, it is Sash. Okay. So that play was always pretty safe. But if I take out this Tornadus the next turn, I should be Basculegion coming in here. I should have took out Tornadus. Because this is like just a double KO, right? There's no way that you let Iron Hands live here. Well played. He's not even going for a Tera. Did he protect Basculegion here? He did. Wait, he's adaptability. He's not Swift Swim. I could have went for the sub there and the Encore and the Tornadus. Dang, I could have made. I had a feeling that he was going to protect Basculegion too. That's just KO on either one he targets. Oh, wait. We're faster. No, that's not enough to KO though. So my streak of losing to Basculegion when it's not Swift Swim continues. I don't know why adaptability Basculegion is so good. Oh, I can still win this. Can I still win this? With a double protect? I don't think so, because he has Aqua Jet, right? Yeah, Aqua Jet into Aqua Jet or Aqua Jet into Wild Charge should be enough. Terra Water, so Well played. So we're gonna start our video here, and we're gonna try one more time in the next video. So we are at, we did get to top 15, and we just probably need another like 7-8 game streak. So we're gonna take a little break, and then we'll try again next time. All right, and we're at 30. So we're still at 30. So we're still pretty high up. We're gonna shoot for it again. Alright, we have our first match against Chase. So we did take a day off, had some things to handle in real life. So we did drop a couple spots. So we're just gonna play till we lose and see how far we can get. So against Tornadus, I usually leave Farigiraf. He has Goldango, but he doesn't have Intimidate, which is good for Iron Hands. Now, he could lead his Farigiraf and go Helping Hand, Dragon Energy. So with that case, I want to lead Urshifu, Iron Hands, and Arcanine. Yeah, Arcanine's fine. Alright, this is even better. I can just Tera here, Trick Room, and if you go for like a Sunny Day plus Ivy Cudgel Tera, then you're just gonna take a lot of damage when you're overcome. So the only way he comes out positive this turn really is if he goes for like Bleak Wind plus a grass type attack on the Farigiraf. Or just Air Slash. And he misses. Fortunately for us. Yeah, he misses Ivy Cudgel. Alright, does decent amount, but not too much. There's Wicked Blow. Nice. And good thing he's faster with us than us with both of his. So he really has no way around Hyper Voice plus a Wicked Blow and a Tornadus. I don't see how he gets around that. So that should be pretty much game. He can switch in his Farigiraf, but if he switches in on the wrong slot, then he's just going to take a Wicked Blow to the face. But he doesn't do it. Yep. And he went for Air Slash to try to get the flinch. So he was betting on a flinch plus potentially like a crit from Ivy Cudgel. Or just going into Ivy Cudgel again the next turn, right? Yep. But this is just another way that we're showing you that you can lead anything on this team. Like, now we're leading Urshifu plus Farigiraf, and we're still able to do relatively well. And there's his Urshifu. But we have Trick Room up. There's your Dragon. And he already used Tera, right? So nothing's stopping me from going for a Psychic here and a Wicked Blow here. And he just cancels. Let's go. Ooh, this team is so fun. And I honestly think that my opponent had a really good matchup by having his own Farigiraf. Opposing Farigiraf are kind of spooky because we don't know what they're gonna do. But for some reason, they always seem to lead Tornadus into my team because of the Iron Bundle and the Landers. And then my team looks like it's probably a team that has a Trick Room counter, but my team has a Trick Room mode, right? And not just a counter, so that's what's very valuable for it. But let's get into the next one. Oh, we get to rank 60. Perfect. So we're getting back up there. Like I said, I'm gonna just go ahead and keep playing until we lose. I did, you know, make an effort to try to go for rank number 1, but I ended up having to do something yesterday and like taking a whole day off. You see, we were at rank 30 when we left, and we dropped about 68 spots, right? So that just shows you that you gotta be, you know, pretty consistent. You can't really take time off. If you take a break, it can only be like maybe a couple hours at the most, and you won't fall too many places. All right, going against rank 10 though, so let's see what we can do here. All right, and he has Indeedee Armor Rouge. So in this case, I do want to leave Farigiraf. I need my Urshifu for the side spam, and my Arcanine for the Torkoal. So they're gonna leave Iron Hands, Urshifu, and Arcanine. Tornadus, I mean Landorus could be good into the bottom 4, but if Trick Room goes up, then he's really not that good. So let's go with these 4. Alright, so Indeedee Armor Rouge. I think I'm gonna go for Hyper Voice here, and I wonder if his Armor Rouge is faster than me. I'm gonna switch in Urshifu here. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I kind of want to lead Arcanine here. Alright. Perfect. That Indeedee is pretty fast. So I'm going to go for another Hyper Voice and then Wicked Blow, Armor Rouge. That was a beautiful switch by us though, so we conserve our Iron Hands and we get a little bit of chip off and we get like better positioning. Because he tried to just wipe out my Iron Hands there. The more I think about it, the more I could have led Arcanine there. But now he's in a tricky position because I know he wants to get Trick Room up. I wonder if he's going to go for it here. Alright, there's a Tera. What's Tera in here? Indeedee? Oh, I'm right. Okay. Still. Okay. Okay, well that ensures that he gets Trick Room up, right? But my Farigiraf is gonna underspeed, except for Torkoal. I probably should have clicked Trick Room here. Yeah, because Torkoal comes out here, that's a problem. I still do have my Water Tera on Farigiraf though. And he did use his Tera already. Alright, so there's Torkoal. We are getting rid of pieces though. We do have to go through Trick Room, but terrain is almost over. Well, there's still 3 turns left, so we're getting closer to where we can use priority. So I want to Psychic Torkoal, reduce the damage that it can do. Terra Water, Psychic Torkoal. That should KO it in the terrain. So if we KO Torkoal here, then we'll be in a good spot. But he may KO us with, well, if he goes for a fire type move into Urshifu, he shouldn't be going for another expanding force, right? Unless he's predicting. He is rank 10, so he may predict us tearing into water. Alright, but he's not protecting with Torkoal, so we should survive an eruption. And we saw that the first turn we undersped Armor Rouge. Whew! That was close. Alright, when we get Psychic off. This is in terrain at +1. Does it 1-hit KO? Nice, it does. Alright, so he's down to his last. And it's just a heat wave. We may survive that. And he misses. Perfect. Alright, so what is his last? Sylveon. Okay. Alright, so we got to get out of these Trick Room turns. Sylveon looks good here. 2 turns of terrain left. I wonder if my... Would he have Protect on his... I'm just going to Psychic Armor Rouge and switch out into Arcanine. I actually think that Arcanine is my win con, but I think he's going to go for a Heat Wave and Hyper Voice here. I mean, he could go for Expanding Force here too. That actually would be kind of bad. But if he doesn't, if Farigiraf should underspeed here. Oh, perfect. I mean, I was going for Psychic anyway. Nice. And we KO Armor Rouge. So now it's just down to Sylveon. It might be choice specs. We'll see. Alright, and my Arcanine should take another Hyper Voice, and then we just click Flare Blitz and just one-shot Sylveon and protect Urshifu. And then Trick Room should expire, and then we can come out and Heavy Slam. We played this pretty well for my opponent being a high-ranked Armor Rouge player. Let's see if he's choice specs. That looks like specs damage. And he just cancels. Let's go. Beautiful. We played that. Beautiful. Yep, I wouldn't have played a single turn differently. We played that beautiful. We start out the Trick Room. The Farigiraf was a threat. We threatened in prison. And the turn he went for a turn, the play he went for a turn 1 was trying to cover for us going for like an imprison on Farigiraf. But we had the perfect switch with Dark Urshifu. And that's why it's valuable to have fire and dark types on your team. And that's why Incineroar is going to be so good when it comes back, right? Because Incineroar alone by itself can invalidate like Torkoal plus Armor Rouge, right? And Indeedee, because it doesn't take much from Dazzling Gleam from Indeedee. It's immune to Psychic type attacks and it resists the Fire type attacks. Torkoal can only hit it with Earth Power, but Incineroar is already bulky and Torkoal does not have stab on Earth Power, so It's similar to like how Heatran walls it, but Heatran's not immune to Expanding Force, right? So enough Expanding Force is on Heatran, you're still getting chipped down relatively well. And Expanding Force hurts more, in my opinion, than the Heat Wave or the Armor Cannon because of the drawback from Heat Wave missing and Armor Cannon dropping Armor's defenses, right? So Incineroar is just a really good counter to that. So it's a welcome return for it when it gets back. But as you see, like we use Arcanine plus the Water Tera on Farigiraf and the Dark Urshifu to pretty much negate getting swept by Armarouge plus Torkoal. But that's gonna be it for that battle. Let's get into the next one. Alright, so for our next match, we have another Tailwind team. So, as always, like I told you, if you're using this team, you want to use Farigiraf against these Tailwind teams. And so the Regidrago spooks me because we're not Fairy Tera. So, my opponent can easily go for like... He doesn't have Farigiraf though, so I can Sucker Punch his Regidrago. So he can't get off like a huge Dragon Energy turn 1. Actually, I can just leave Fake out because the reason I didn't leave Iron Hands last time is because he had I'm thinking about leading Urshifu though because he has 2 ghost types. If he leads Gholdengo plus Brumblegas, he can go for like Power Whip / Make It Rain and KO me, and I can't fake him out. So with that, I'm gonna go Urshifu, and I'm gonna have my Iron Hands in the back. Well, I want Arcanine in the back. And I think I go Bundle because Bundle just looks so stronger to his team. I think I just want Farigiraf to threaten Trick Room, but Bundle just hits like his whole team except the Gholdengo, right? And if he tears in a Dragon Gholdengo, then we hit that too. So Bundle looks really good here. I expect him to lead Tornadus due to how good Bundle looks. But we just want to threaten Trick Room so he doesn't click Tailwind, right? Yeah. I kind of want to just Hyper Voice here and Wicked Blow Tornadus. Yeah, because I kind of want to play towards... I really want to play towards my Iron Bundle here. I don't really need Trick Room. That's a good play though. As long as we don't flinch here, I think we're good. Nice. Beautiful. He's actually Focus Sash on his Tornadus. That explains why that did so much. Beautiful. So no Tailwind for you, and we pretty much baited out your Tera. I mean, we pretty much baited out your switch in with Urshifu. And we got rid of your potential Tailwind. Regidrago, okay? The way that did my Hyper Voice before getting a +1 did that much to Urshifu, I think that's Choice Scarf for Urshifu, right? So I expect Surging Strikes here. So I'm gonna Hyper Voice, Water Tera, and I can just let Urshifu go down. But just in case you don't protect, I'm gonna Sucker Punch this slot. But I'm pretty sure that's Choice Scarf Urshifu because it looks like there's no bulk there. Oh, he forgot about the Armor Tail. That's unfortunate for my opponent. Alright, so we survived that, but now we deal so much damage here. We knock out his Urshifu, and then my bundle just comes in and cleans this game up. Nice. Actually, I kind of want to intimidate the Brambleghast first and pressure Regidrago with E-Speed. I don't want to reveal bundle just yet. So he can only Tera 1. If you target down Arcanine and protect Regidrago, then Psychic just does so much damage to you. And if you don't protect here Regidrago, then I just kill you with E-Speed. Alright, there's a Tera. Are you Tera still on Regidrago? He is Tera Ghost. So the only downside to this play is that I'm locked into E-Speed, and he did protect. Okay. If he kills Farigiraf, then I can't hit him. So, but I feel like I needed to go for this play. Oh, but he attacked Arcanine. I mean, so you just take a lot of damage now. Ooh. That's -1, and that almost KO'd me. But again, my Arcanine does not have bulk. So let's keep that in mind. This is a max speed Arcanine, max attack. Because like I said, we want to be able to outspeed things with Iron Bundle in the back. That was a good play though. But I'm afraid that Bundle would just come in and just click Icy Wind and win the game. Either way. So even if he KO'd Arcanine there, we did so much damage with Farigiraf that Bundle just comes in and clicks. And unless he like goes for like a Shadow Sneak crit, even that I don't think KOs my Iron Bundle because we are bulkier set. Yeah, he went for the double, which is correct. But you would probably have to get a triple, right? Because I mean, you can KO Arcanine or you can KO Farigiraf. Either way, you were losing a Mon that turn. Let's see which one he targeted. He targeted Arcanine again. So he was gonna let himself go down to the Farigiraf. And our Tera on Farigiraf was a little bit silly because he ended up going for Aqua Jet. So we didn't end up really needing our Tera there, but and we actually only made ourselves weak to a Power Whip and gave up our immunity to Ghost. So the Tera didn't help us there, but we were still able to win that game. But that is 3 games in a row, and I think that we should be back to where we left off before we took a break. Yep, we're at 28, so we're at 30, so we're a little bit higher. Now let's keep going. All right, so our next match we have another Trick Room core, but he have Flutter Mane and Water Overclimb. But it's Crest, Ursaluna, Physical, Iron Hands, and Torkoal. So the scariest thing on his team, I think would be the Torkoal and Trick Room. I don't like how Landorus can't really deal with Crest. But it is good into the rest of his team. I know I want to leave Farigiraf because I don't want to deal with the Iron Hands or the Trick Room shenanigans. I think I want to go Urshifu. Just try to punch my way through his team. Literally. Arcanine. I think Arcanine could be good in the back. and Bundle to help me beat. Yeah. Bundle to help me beat the Ogerpon. So we're leaving Iron Hands and Landorus. I don't know if that's the right play. Landorus does hit Ogerpon as well. And Torkoal. But I think I brought the right ones. Oh, so he's going all in with his Flutter Mane. Oh, but he's a speed variant. I really don't want to ignore Torkoal here, but I think it's a good lead by my opponent. I think I'm gonna go all in on Flutter Mane. Alright, he didn't Tera Flutter Mane, so this should KO it. I can't help but think I should have went for Hyper Voice, but I did this just in case that it went for like a Fairy Tera, but it's not gonna go for Fairy Tera. Okay. So I'm kind of trading my Tera for knocking out Flutter. I don't know if it was worth it, but I didn't see anything else that I'm gonna Tera. I probably could have Tera Farigiraf though, honestly. I went for Eruption though. Alright, Farigiraf survives. Yeah. I think these last two games I didn't use my Tera the best, but I really wanted to remove Flutter Mane. What did he have? Ogerpon, Iron Hands. I think I'll go Bundle. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go Hyper Voice here and Protect. Kind of want the free switch into Arcanine and see what he Teras into. Water Tera Wellspring Ogerpon kind of strong here. And I should have kept my Grass Tera on Arcanine. Yeah, because it would have been perfect for this. Alright, so we do get Hyper Voice off. Torkoal takes out Farigiraf, and now we get a switch into Arcanine. I think Icy Wind, Rock Slide is appropriate here. Oh, well, that just loses you the game. Because now I just Encore you. Yep, that just loses him the game. I mean, I guess he could have Iron Hands in the back. Iron Hands could be scary here. It is Iron Hands. Dang, I should have had my Tera here. Yeah, that's really bad. Oh, we already faster than that slot. Alright. Can we survive this with the sun up? The answer is no. Alright, well played by my opponent. Yeah, that was silly to waste my Tera like that. I could have. It would have been very valuable here for Iron Bundle. I think my only one count here is a freeze. Yeah, my only one count here is a freeze pretty much. A survive, drain punch into a freeze. Oh, we don't even KO with that, so it's definitely the game. Yeah, that was very sketchy to use my Tera turn 1. I'm trying to think, how could I have led better? I think if I just click Wicked Blow, is that enough to KO Flutter though? I think that Urshifu was the wrong lead on for this game. I think if I led Arcanine plus, but that doesn't cover for like Iron Hands. Yeah, I think I should have led Iron Hands with my Iron Hands with Farigiraf, and with the Fire Tera, then that threatens beating his whole team except his Ogerpon. But then we have the tools to beat Ogerpon with like a Rock Slide plus Icy Wind from Iron Bundle, or for Teras, then we can just go for we could have brought Landorus too instead of Arcanine. But let's get into the next one. We'll go back to 42. So we won 3 straight, so I think we're still pretty close. So I'm gonna keep playing. If I lose one more, then we'll end the streak there. But it's been fun with this team. I'm really enjoying it. And you know, had I not had to take a break, I think I could have got #1 a lot sooner. But I really did enjoy this team. I think it's one of my favorite teams I've created in Scarlet and Violet, period. Alright, so they have a opposing Farigiraf with Rillaboom, Sneasler, Fluttermane, Urshifu, and Tornadus. But they don't have Indeedee. So I can leave my Fake out and get Trick Room up relatively safely. Unless he leaves his own Farigiraf. I think Landorus is incredible here. Into like the Sneasler plus the Rillaboom. I think Bundle in the end game is good too. For the Urshifu, Tornadus plus the Sneasler. So how does he get out of this? I can just set a Trick Room here. fake out the slot. Are you Ghost Tera? Wow. I wonder if this is the swagger strategy. Critical is not ideal. Alright, we survived though. Okay. Alright, we got Trick Room up, but it's not ideal because we're such low health. But Sneasler's is going to be faster than my Landorus, so that is good. Alright, so that's perfect. We get a one-hit KO on that slot, so we can't do more damage. And let's see how much Psychic is doing to Sneasler. It'd be perfect if Sneasler targets Iron Hands here. Oh, he does. Perfect. Because, I mean, we're the slowest mon, so while we're at both low health, I mean, we still able to pick up KOs. Dark Urshifu. Okay, so I can Drain Punch that slot. So I have no issue Psychic here and Drain Punch. Heal back some more. You can't go for priority here, so. And Protecting only helps stall. I want to stall out my own Trick Rooms because of my mons I have in the back are fast, and he didn't set up Tailwind. Is that Flutter coming in? Yeah, that's a good switch. Does he have Protector on Sneasler? He doesn't. Okay. So we still take down 2 of his mons, and we still have Trick Room up. And we're slow. I want it to be perfect to where we stall out Trick Room, but he knocks out my mons. Or he knocks them both out after Trick Room's over, and then we get 2 free switch-ins into the back. And then we just clean up from there. And if he goes for a single Protect at any point with Iron Bundle on the field, then he just loses. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2. One of these can protect. I think he protects Urshifu and attacks with Flutter. So I'm gonna go for Hyper Voice to break Urshifu's potential sash, and then Heavy Slam. Flutter Mane. Yeah. So it could have been a Psychic into the Flutter Mane slot. Oh, but we just KO it. Beautiful. And Urshifu can't win a 4v1. It can only attack one slot. And he already used Tera, so this is just really bad for him. And the idea was that if I went for a Drain Punch into Urshifu, his Flutter Mane could have survived the Psychic. It then picked up a double KO with Dazzling Gleam. And then his Urshifu was probably under speed my Thunder. It does underspeed my Landorus and my because I'm max speed Landorus. It underspeeds my Landorus and my Iron Bundle, right? So he can go for like a Wicked Blow or close combat, potentially knock one of them out, and then be in a really good spot from there. So that's why we just went ahead and went for the guaranteed KO onto the Flutter. Yep, and Farigiraf Iron Hands has completely ruined my opponent. Even with the surprise Ghost Tera, it was still fine. Because all we needed to do was just survive. Alright, let's get into the next match. So we have Sinister, Melodic, Arcanine, Iron Hands, Grimmsnarl, Annihilate. So I like to lead bundle against these type of teams, Encore stuff into moves that they don't want to do, because this looks like a setup heavy team. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Calm Mind, Sinister, Bulk Up, Annihilate. I don't want to lead Arcanine because of Melodic. He may lead that. I think I want to lead Landorus. Landorus pressures a lot of things with a lot of damage. Urshifu in the back to crit through the screens, of course. And I think I want Arcanine to deal with the Sinister in the end game. Arcanine activates Defiant too, so I think maybe Iron Hands. Iron Hands is very bad until Annihilate. Is Farigiraf ever to play? Psychic does pressure Annihilate. It is Annihilate. I want to Encore Grimmsnarl immediately and substitute here. Should be a light screen. He went straight for an attack, and that's a one-hit KO. What? Oh, it's a crit. Okay. Could have potentially Poison Tera there. He has nothing that can switch into a Wicked Blow plus Earth Power, so I kind of want to go for that. That crit is very unfortunate. Arcanine. Perfect. So the Wicked Blow gets redirected into the Annihilate. Alright, so boom. We one-shot you. It's nice knowing you. So the Encore end up paying off because we were able to end up picking up a KO because of it. And this should do about 50%. Nice. So another one will KO. And he's just gonna remove but I can Poison Tera. I want to see what his last is, but I can just Sludge Bomb Grimmsnarl. Oh, that's Sinister's kind of annoying here. I think I'm gonna go for another sub here. Alright, that's a good switch too. I wonder if he's gonna set up Trick Room. He does Terra. goes for Fire Tera. I wanted to click Earth Power so bad, but I mean, I think it should just be Trick Room here. I think I can get Annihilate in. I mean, Arcanine in though safely. Yeah, I can get Arcanine in safely here. And conserve my Urshifu Sash. Because you should go for Spirit Break into that slot. And then I just Tera. I think Tera is valuable here. Because it gets around Spirit Break, it gets around Machagacha. That way we don't take neutral damage from Machagacha. And I don't think the Grass Tera is helping me right now with Arcanine. I think I should just be clicking Flare Blitz with Arcanine because Rock Slide doesn't do much damage to Annihilate. Annihilate does look scary here for this endgame. I need to have 2 Mons to deal with it. Nice, we resist that. And we got the Intimidate off, so it's not doing as much damage. And there's Machagacha. We should keep our sub since we resist this. Nice, and that's a 1-hit KO. Beautiful. I need to stagger this to where there's only 1 turn of Trick Room left. So I want to Flare Blitz and Earth Power, and then next turn I'll Protect. This should not break the sub. You're -1. Ah, crit. That might break the sub. I got crit twice in this game. Oh, but he Drain Punched that slot. The crit there is unfortunate because that doesn't allow me to really stall out Trick Room the way that I would like to. Two turns left. I think you should expect the Urshifu slot to Protect. I gotta play a little bit of aggressive. Did you double that slot? Okay, you did it. Perfect. Come on, Urshifu. Ooh, let's go. Beautiful. And that should win us the game. Now we just Protect here. And then we just Sludge Bomb. Let's go. We had to get that call right there. But I felt like he shouldn't double the Urshifu slot. But I'm glad that we were able to pick up that KO. That was so close. Because if we don't pick up that KO, then it's a Sucker Punch mind game. And if I Sucker Punch and he protects, and then he just knocks out Urshifu with Grimmsnarl, and then I guess I had to outspeed. I guess Trick Room ends, and then Landorus can probably knock out Iron Hands. And then I just had to win the 1v1 against Grimmsnarl by just clicking Sludge Bombs, right? But he would have been dropping my special attack every time I attack, so it would have been close. A single crit at that point probably would have won the game. in the 1v1 against Grimmsnarl versus Landorus. But I think we still could have had it. But I'm just thankful that we're able to close that one out. But let's get into the next one. Alright, back to 28 once again. Alright, so we have Monkey Dory here. Monkey Dory, Tinglu, Gudra, Hisuian Gudra, Regieleki, Roaring Moon, and Ogerpon. This is a very strange team. I think Bundle is nice here. Bundle plus Landorus. Iron Hands also good. I know I need Urshifu, but is it ever the right call to do Arcanine? I shouldn't be that scared of it, like you, right? I think I'm gonna go Iron Hands though. It's just an automatic win con against a Lecky that I like. And it beats Roaring Moon too. Boost your energy, like for okay, not revealing too much here. I think a Lucky might be Ice Tera here, so I'm gonna protect. Cause this is a very aggressive lead. Like Fake Out plus like he didn't Terra. Very aggressive turn one. Are you choice specs? I wonder, because he could go for like an Ice Terror here. Try to surprise me. Go for Terra Icy Wind. And what would come in? Nothing he has is really taking Earth Power, so I just KO Monkey Dory. I just want to get rid of Monkey Dory. I think he might be choice lock. If he's not choice lock and he goes for Ice Terra, Terra Blast, that'll be really, really bad. Oh, he's Choice Scarf. That did so much damage, but at least we get the KO on Monkey Dory here. Monkey Dory shouldn't be able to take the super effective Earth Power regardless. The Choice Scarf for Lecky is frightening right now. But that's why I'm glad I brought Iron Hands, because like I told you, it's an immediate win count against the Regieleki. And if he doesn't have Ice Terror, he doesn't go for it. Yeah, he's definitely choice Scarf there. Alright, so we can double protect here to see what he locks into. There's no downside to this. He's not going for a Terra. So that means he's not able to hit the Landorus. What's the Eerie Impulse? Okay. Lash out. I'm gonna Encore you and switch into Iron Hands. And going for Encore, I don't really care about if he goes for Eerie Impulse into Bundle. Then we don't really care about we don't really care about the special attack drop. He could just click Lash Out in a bundle and remove it. Yeah. He's got a very strange, like he said, so his Choice Scarf Eerie Impulse. So he's able to really shut down special attackers with this team, with Ting Lu plus Eerie Impulse from Aleki. Yeah, perfect. He goes for Lash Out into that slot. Alright, so Aleki's probably going to want to switch here. Whatever you got in the back, it can't take a Drain Punch plus Freeze Dry double up. So I kind of want to go for that into the Aleki slot. Because Aleki's definitely going to switch here. Yep. So we're just punishing the Choice Scarf. This is the only thing that he can have in the back that can take this double up. But this is a lot of damage outright. Yep. I expect Drain Punch to do about 50. Yep, so he's at 1 HP now. Alright, so we probably lose Bundle here, but it's done its job. You can just Sucker Punch this slot and then Drain Punch this slot. You could switch out, but would you really protect in front of Urshifu? You gotta read me going for Sucker Punch here. And he just cancels. Let's go. So we went up against some very strange strategies, but we were able to clutch that one out. That was very strange. Let's get to the next one. All right, rank 24. All right, so next match, we have an opposing Landorus with Tornadus, Gholdengo, Arcanine, Rillaboom, and Urshifu. So I like to lead Farigiraf Iron Hands because they always lead Tornadus, like, and it just neutralizes it. And I don't know, when I use my Tornadus team, when I see Farigiraf, like, I literally just don't really bring Tornadus, right? But they always lead Tornadus against me. It's very rare that they don't. And so outside of his Arcanine and Gholdengo, like, Grass Tera Arcanine kind of goes crazy here. Well, not really, because the Landorus has Sludge Bomb, so let's think about this. I like Urshifu. I like bundles somewhat too, except until the Arcanine. I think I'll go with Landorus. I want to have a better matchup into his Landorus. So they actually didn't lead what I thought they would. So I'm gonna take the free fake out of my Urshifu. Tera Water, Trick Room. Just in the case that you're like Tera Steel. Alright, that could have been a wild charge. Or Drain Punch. Your Arcanine. I don't think he's going for Make It Rain. It might just be Nasty Plot. Yeah, I just wasted my Tera again. Okay, but I was covering for like a... I mean, this is best of one, so I was covering for like a choice specs, Make It Rain, Steel Tera, which can be pretty threatening. I don't think Farigiraf gets off of Hyper Voice, 2 of them, so we'll go for this one. It's going for the KO on their Iron Hands. We survive. Okay. Very clutch survival. I'm gonna wild charge Gholdengo and Hyper Voice here. That's a good switch. Tornadus. There's Tornadus. I like that my Iron Hands actually took that double up. Because that extra damage on Gholdengo is very important. And that's a greedy Nasty Plot right there. That's a very greedy Nasty Plot. Because now I'm about to knock out your Gholdengo. And my Farigiraf is going to knock out Tornadus with a Psychic. And I expect my Urshifu to be slower than your Tornadus either way. And you making Tera to get around this, but... I mean, you're +4 now for what? That was very greedy by my opponent. He could still win this game, but I think he just gave me a way out by not like going for the Shadow Ball and the Farigiraf. Yeah, see now he's forced to Tera. I could have went for Hyper Voice there to assure the knockout. But I think we're in a decent spot now. This should KO. This is +1 Psychic. Nice. And if we underspeed and just KO, then I think this game's over. Alright, he does go first, Make It Rain. We survive on both, which is perfect. That means he can't click Fake Out with Rillaboom or Priority. And I think Wicked Blow might still KO from that range. Nice, it does. So we just undersped Gholdengo. This game would have been completely over. And now my Farigiraf gets off another Hyper Voice. Yeah, so this was well played by my opponent, but I believe that Make It Rain, even though it's +4, was very greedy. And I'm gonna close combat Rillaboom just in case it has Protect. I think the 1v1. Oh, wait. Nah, matter of fact, I need to close combat this slot. Oh, he doesn't even have Protect on Rillaboom. Okay. I was thinking about a double Protect, right? And then Urshifu survives close combat. Then he could probably win that way. But, yeah, he went after Farigiraf. Farigiraf was the threat for him. But if your Urshifu underspeeds my Urshifu, then that means my Landorus outspeeds your Urshifu. So we got a guaranteed win with Landorus in the back. Unless he like Aqua Jet crits. Which I don't expect him to get. Nice. So we end up not even need Landorus for this one. It seemed a lot closer than what it was, but that nasty plot was so greedy. And that's the thing with people with Gholdengo with the nasty plot. Sometimes you can punish them by being too greedy with those nasty plots. Because, okay, one helps you kind of like, you know, push you in a good position in the game. It doesn't win you the game, but two nasty plots can absolutely win you the game if Gholdengo's positioned properly. And the thing about going for that second nasty plot is they know that it can secure them the game, so they go for it. But if you punish them for it, then they can completely like lose the game and actually not really get any real value out of it. Because while he did bring us down to Sash, he basically got a +4 nasty plot and then pick up any KOs with it. He didn't knock out Iron Hands with the +2, and he did not. We knocked out ourselves, and then he did not knock out Farigiraf with the +4 because of the Water Tera. So the Water Tera actually did end up helping us because he went for Make It Rain and not Shadow Ball. But that's gonna be it for that battle. Let's get to the next one. All right, we are rank 11. All right, so we have John D, and he has Tornadus, Brambleghast, Chiyu, Dondozo, and Gholdengo. So I kind of want to leave what I did last time, but I want to play it a little bit different. I do think that Urshifu is so good right now to this team. And he has 2 water types. Do I really want to bring Arcanine? I mean, he has Grass Tera. I mean, Iron Bundle also hits a lot of hits for super effective. I want to bring Bundle. Arcanine might be correct, but I might not even get the chance to use Grass Tera. The Grass Tera does look really good into his Ogre Pond if it tears in the water. And his Dondozo. I think Landorus a little bit sketchy here with the 2 water types. In Arcanine, I feel like if I it's really weak to the water types, and if I tear it in the grass, then it does do well into everything, but it gets hit by Tornadus, Gholdengo, and Chiyu. So this looks like just a Trick Room plus Nasty Plot again. I want to KO Tornadus just in case he like goes for Make It Rain, and then Iron Bundle and Urshifu beat everything, right? What would he switch into? I'm gonna knock out Tornadus because I think knocking out Tornadus paves the way. I just could have went after the Earth Beat, Gholdengo. Yeah, I could have went after Gholdengo. See, he did go for Make It Rain. Go here. Click Psychic into that slot. Nice, we get the KO on Brumblegas. Picking up a KO is always ideal because it's just one less mon we have to deal with. And you see, that's a 2-hit KO. Now we bring out Urshifu. And we still have Bundle in the back. So deleting Brumblegas was very... That thing is so frail. Like, Wild Charge still did like 40% to it. I want a Wild Charge Gholdengo. Terra, Wicked Blow, Tornadus. That's a good switch, but I mean, this is probably a free KO onto Tornadus. And now your Chi-Yu takes plenty of damage here. And if your Tornadus like the faster variant, which a lot of Tornadus are starting to get faster and like dealing more damage, then this should KO you and we're gonna move first. Oh, he does Terra, but we didn't go for Wild Charge into him. Oh, now he's just... he's definitely one shot now. Now it's overkill. Ooh, that's almost a KO. This Iron Hands is so strong. And then I still have Bundle in the back. And everything's like in range to just get KO'd with sucker punches. And I believe Gholdengo is Specs or Choice Lock. So I'm just gonna sucker punch it and then Drain Punch to you. So we might not even need Bundle here. So Drain Punch here, Sucker Punch here, and that should be game. Bit overkill on both of these ghost types, but we'll take it. Nice Drain Punch. Yeah, my opponent was on the fence this entire team. And that's the thing, these hyper offense tailwind teams, like, they really get punished hard by offensive teams with a Trick Room option. And these are like my favorite types of teams that I told you. I like hyper offense teams with Trick Room options, right? So I can play hyper offense, but I don't necessarily am stuck using Tailwind, and I have the option to play Trick Room, and having the Trick Room option helps me deal with other Trick Room teams too. So that's the way I like to play VGC. That's my type of favorite team. Whereas that we can counter Tailwind and Trick Room teams, and we can do well against balanced teams and screen teams. So we have like good strategies, good coverage into everything. We can play into Dondozo, we can play into Psy Spam, we can play into Tailwind Spam with Urshifu, and we can play into screens with Grimmsnarl. So we have pretty much the best of everything. But let's get into the next one. Alright, we are ranked 10. Alright, we have our next match. And King Gambit, Volcarona Gastrodon, Salamence, Iron Hands, and Fungus. A Fungus? What is that? What does that do here? Oh man, that's strange. I think Urshifu puts on a lot of pressure here. I actually think Dark Tera Wicked Blow can like sweep his team. With Helping Hand. Arcanine is going to be good into the Salamence. So I want Landorus, and I think, do I leave Iron Hands here? Yeah, because it can't really deal with the Vocal. I mean, Iron Hands is good here too. I like I like Arcanine. I like the Rock Slide pressure into Salamence and the Volcarona and the Flare Blitz into Fungus. But I think that choice, I mean, Helping Hand, Dark Tera, Wicked Blow can kind of clean my opponent's team. Alright, so I kind of want to go for Detect here and Hyper Voice. Turn 1. Draco Meteor. We block that. Nice. Drain Punch. So it's a double up into the Earth slot. I don't think I can switch in anything into that either. And what's nice here is if he's a bulkier Salamence, we can just get the knockout here. I don't want to go for my Tera because if he's Rocky Helmet, then Iron Hands may potentially just KO us. Oh, even better. I mean, well, let's see who outspeeds who. Yeah, he does outspeed me. Okay. Does Rocky Helmet KO us here? Are you even Rocky Helmet? Oh, he's not. Perfect. And now you can't really just ignore Urshifu, right? So I think I can safely set up Trick Room. Yeah, I could just safely set up Trick Room. And I'm not gonna Tera because I mean, even a Wild Charge plus Heat Wave shouldn't KO Farigiraf. And he just goes for Quiver Dance. Did he attack Urshifu? Did. Perfect. Now I can go for Dark Tera Wicked Blow, knock out Volcarona, and then Psychic to knock out Iron Hands. Yeah. That was risky setting up Tailwind in front of Farigiraf like that. Because he really didn't even need the Tailwind. But yeah, now my opponent's in big trouble. Because you can't protect to get around this. You could potentially switch out Iron Hands, but then Volcarona just gets knocked out. You switch out Volcarona, something takes a Dark Tera Wicked Blow in the back, and Psychic just KOs Iron Hands. And that's why Urshifu is so good under like Tailwind when it outspeeds and you can't protect in front of it, or under Trick Room when it's moving first and you can't protect in front of it because it limits the plays that you have. Because if Urshifu couldn't go to protect, one play you can do is protect Volcarona and switch out Iron Hands into Fungus, potentially survive the Psychic and then get a Spore off next turn on the Trick Room because you're going to be really slow. But he can't make that play right now. And I would expect Fungus to survive Psychic due to it probably having Eviolite. And it's probably like with Eviolite, it might make it like slightly bulkier than Among Us. So unless you're Dark Tera, I mean, he can Tera Iron Hands to survive the Psychic. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Yeah, which is fine. I mean, we're gonna do so much damage to Volcarona. So that does help him survive. So he doesn't get double KO'd. He's gonna take out my Urshifu here. Nice, but we do get the one hit KO on Volcarona, which is exactly what we wanted. And you didn't even target the Urshifu, so if your Tailwind, does it Tailwind in here? If it doesn't, I think this is just wraps. It is fungus though. But Tailwind's still up, so I can just go for Wicked Blow here, plus Psychic. And you can't redirect. I mean, you can redirect one. Oh, I mean, I don't. What? So we get that Pokemon is so small. I can't believe how small it is. It's almost like Farigiraf can accidentally step on this Pokemon and wouldn't even notice it. And just squish it. So it's fungus against 4 Pokemon. This is funny. This is crazy. I've never seen anybody use this Pokemon. You can barely tell it's there. Alright, let me turn to Trick Room on left too. Now we just need to really stall out Trick Room, to be honest. He's gonna keep fungus in, so it's gonna try to put in some work here. Pollen Puff, that would have KO'd Urshifu. Alright, Farigiraf stay asleep, but we can potentially wake up next turn. We're gonna switch in Arcanine here. Resist 4 times, resist the Pollen Puff, and then just Psychic again. Oh, he just cancels. Nice. So my opponent's team is very strange. We don't lose a single Pokemon. He's pretty high ranked. I think he was ranked like 200 or something with the fungus. That's insane. So his team has some type of strategy. I think the idea behind using fungus is under Trick Room, fungus underspeeds Torkoal. So you can actually spore Torkoal before it can get off the eruptions, which is crazy to think about. Let's get into the next one. All right, we are ranked 7. All right, ranked 78. Dragonite Chien-Pao. So how do we have Farigiraf. So we have the tool to stop that. But I don't think we need to lead it. I kind of want to lead Bundle. Bundle Landorus. Farigiraf in the back. Actually, Bundle Arcanine looks good here. Farigiraf in the back, and Urshifu is correct. I think we leave Iron Hands and Landorus. Because Iron Hands, it is good into Chien-Pao, but the Choice Band E-Speed, the Wood Hammer, it's just too many physical attacks and not enough priority for Iron Hands. I mean, I could also just set up Trick Room, right? I could have, maybe I could, but if he just doubles into the Farigiraf turn 1, I could lose it. Depending on how hard he leads into offense. think I want a Grass Tera here and Icy Wind. Oh, he's booster energy. He's faster than me. Oh, this is a very bad lead for me. Which Pokemon's more threatening? It's actually Flutter. I'm just gonna go for the double knockout here. Yeah, Flutter outspeeds me, which is not ideal. And this is the first Flutter to actually outspeed my Iron Bundle. So if he's going for Gleam, we could survive that and potentially knock out Urshifu, depending on how bulky it is. Oh yeah, he's going for knockout on Bundle. Okay. Alright, so we may KO Flutter here. Alright, so we trade Flutter for our Bundle. I could have protected there though. So we could potentially get Trick Room up here, I guess. Yeah, I think this match is scuffed though. Yeah, I led very poorly into this. The only way I win this is my opponent messes up and targets Arcanine. Do you target Arcanine? Yeah, that's a good play. Yep, I led very poorly into this, and that's on me. And I could have just protected Iron Bundle, and I think I would have been able to get out of this somewhat. It feels bad protecting in front of Urshifu, honestly. Yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. Yeah, my opponent did the right play, double into Farigiraf too, because that was the one way for him to win. I mean, for me to win. But we did get to rank 7, so we did pretty well with this team. All right, that's gonna do it for our time with this team. I'll play a few off stream, or I'll record a few, and if I'm able to get closer to rank number 1, then I'll go ahead and post that too. But if not, then we're gonna leave it right here. We got to rank 7, and this team was really good. I applaud anyone that wants to, use a really powerful team. Like you see, I showcased every game with this team. We were able to climb so high on the ladder at rank 7. And we didn't have to do any gimmicks or do anything crazy. We just played pretty standard with this team, and it's just very strong into the current meta game. And some of the games I lost, I feel like, without like bad luck or just, a bad lead, that I could have easily won, a lot of those games. So let me know with a comment below if you guys like the type of content where I'm grinding for rank number 1, if so I can, start to do this more at the beginning of seasons. Because I do showcase a lot of different teams, which makes it harder to get number 1. But when I stick with just one team, I learned that team pretty well. I'm able to do pretty good. But like I said, let me know with a like below or a comment, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'm posting Pokemon content every single day, and I'm continuing to get better at my content and making content that you all will enjoy. But that's gonna be it for this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, deuces. And we did hit rank number 10. Deuces.